All right, we're officially going to start the show today, everybody. I would like to officially, Gabe Abelson and I would officially like to welcome you guys all to the Las Vegas 420 Comedy Festival edition of Rampantly Splitsville.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo!
Yay.
Oh.
Hi, Gabe.
Gabe, why don't you tell everybody how this show started?
I was actually just telling Jason, it started on Dash Radio. I was going through a unpleasant divorce as opposed to the really fun ones. And it was particularly ugly. And so, you know, it was the most depressed I'd ever been. I thought, okay, there's a lot of relationship shows, but none of them really address specifically how to navigate like a long-term relationship breakup, whether it's divorce or living with somebody. So that's how it started. And then Rich and I started talking and he started bringing in some cool comics. And of course, it just became a comedy thing. If you want to talk about breakups, you can talk about breakups, but it became all about comedy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chats.
And then the radio station turned into a weed dispensary. So one day I show up for work and there it is. There's no work to be had. Other stuff, but no work. Yeah.
Before there was, I left the radio station before there was no work to be had.
That's
Because I'm
hilarious.
organizing and I like to plan my depressions.
Yeah.
Well, you got lucky, Jason. You got to leave early.
Ed Krasnick does a show from Dash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been up there since they gave us the boot.
Say what?
Is there some, I don't know what's going on. I think we got a little extra sound going on in the background, Gabe. Let's try to move this on and let's open the show up.
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and start it out. Why don't you bring up our first act? It's Carol.
Okay. Well, this is exciting. This is cool. Oh my God. It's only been a few years. I am so excited to bring up a lady I've been watching and admiring from afar for many years. Yes, has a terrific series on TV when we're a certain age. And she's here for us tonight. We're really lucky to have Carol Montgomery. Give her a nice hand.
Yay, Carol.
Yay!
First thing I need to know is, can I record this? Okay, because if I press record, I have to ask the person, hello, who gives the okay for the recording? Oh, there it is. It's working. I'm so proud of myself. All this stuff. I'm so happy. So I know this call, I hate to say this to everybody. I know this is about Splitsville, but I have been with my husband since 1981. So that's 40 years. Am I right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. So, yeah, so that's, so I'm going to talk about him. I got married. My husband and I got married on our 1,000th day. We knew each other for 1,000 days. Yeah. We gave the first 50 people we gave the first 50 people at the wedding a free t-shirt. And he's a musician. A lot of people know that I married a musician. And my son is also a musician. So you people know what that means, right? Yeah, I'll be working the rest of my fucking life. I'm doing Zoom because I'm married to a musician. We are, 40 years is a long time. People say, well, at your age, are you guys still, you're still doing it and stuff? Well, it's a little bit tougher when you're older. My husband still doesn't want to believe that he's older because, like in the old days, like it used to be like red wine and cheese, that was like a nice romantic evening. Now it's acid reflux and gas. Yeah, so that's what my life is. But we raised a great kid and we're still married. And my theory of my son is I raised a child and he hasn't killed anybody, so he's not in jail. So I did a good job, I think. I hope. So let's just talk about the fact of this pandemic that we're still in the middle of. I'm fully vaccinated, so yay. And
Woo!
thanks. But there's things that I'm grateful for about the pandemic. Like I am grateful for the iPhone flashlight, because without it, I would not know that I'm growing a goatee. I am going to continue to wear masks. I'm assuming that everybody here is a mask wearer, but I am going to wear a mask. People say, "Why are you going to still wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated?" I said, "Because I haven't had a cold in a fucking year." Okay, so that alone is the reason I haven't been sick. So I'm going to continue to do that. And what bothers me about the whole people that don't want to do masks, no offense to the men, but mostly it's men. I have yet really not met a woman who won't wear a mask. And men's attitude about masks, I said to my good friend, I said, "Why don't you wear a mask?" And he said to me, "Carol, it doesn't feel right." Like, where have we heard that before, ladies? Is somebody going to the bathroom while I'm on? Because I hear like plumbing noises. Do you hear that? Or is it just me? Or am I just old? Okay. Obviously somebody just muted themselves. Okay. Anyway. The other thing is about the mask. I want the men to understand this. That, what the fuck? Is that somebody farting? What is that? Jesus. Okay. So the thing about the mask, I called Dr. Fauci. You know, we're good friends, and I said to Dr. Fauci, I said, "What can we do to tell men to wear masks?" And he told me to tell everybody, all the men, you should wear a mask because it will make your dick bigger. And listen, Dr. Fauci was the only one that got laid during this pandemic. So he knows what he's fucking talking about. All right, people? All right? All right. And the social distancing. I mean, what's going on with the social distancing? Seriously. I mean, again, with men do not want to social distance. I live in New York City. It's like they're right behind me. I'm like, guys don't understand what 6 inches is. How the hell are they going to figure out 6 feet? That was a dick joke, ladies and gentlemen, because I am the queen of dick jokes. So this whole thing about getting getting vaccinated, I have to say that this is the only time in my life that I can remember when being old was a good thing. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not funny, but it's true. It's like, it was so great to walk to the vaccine center and just kick aside the 21-year-olds, like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm getting it first, fuckers. Get out of here. It was great. It was so great. And then they went and they had coffee and they left me alone. Here's the deal. I just recently turned 63, and I thank you very much. And I don't understand the obsession with youth. That's why I kick the millennials, because I don't understand it. I mean, I'm very proud of my age. I'm proud of being 63. This is how I look. This is what I look like. I was talking to a young lady, and she said there's a new thing going on. I didn't know about this, called fillers. Does everyone know what fillers are? Because there's some LA people in here. Okay, fillers are they're plastic injections that you put on. Okay, so you can see this because like we're in a little square. Here's my face, which is fine, but it's a little droopy. But this is what fillers do. They do this, just ever so slightly. Oh, look at that. Isn't that? No, I could just keep doing this and just walk around like this. But the problem is I would hurt my hands, and I'm not used to using my hands the way men do. Thank you. So, but here's the thing about it. Fillers, because I know that I know a lot of you are the West Coasters. Excuse me. Fillers are very popular in Los Angeles, where there are a lot of wildfires. Yeah. So every time there's a wildfire in Los Angeles, an actress melts. And I want to say to the women out here, the younger women, enjoy, I remember when I was younger, and I used to hate when guys would catcall, like if you'd walk by like a bunch of guys, like construction workers, they'd always, I was always like, when I was a young woman, I was like, oh, how dare they do that to me, right? What I would give to get a fucking catcall right now. You understand? I live in Midtown Manhattan, where there's construction everywhere. I could walk down the street naked Now, the only thing I'd ever hear is a guy going, "Lady, your nipples are getting bloody from scraping the sidewalk." So I would give anything to just have them, pay attention for just a moment. But ageism, as you know, is not just in show business, it's across the board. Everyone is treated differently because they are older. A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, is a porn star, and she's young. And I said to her, "Well, do they do anything like what is it like for a porn star? Like, do you retire? Is there a retirement age?" And this is what she said to me. I swear, this is the truth. I know comics always say that, but this is really the truth. She said to me, "Oh, Carol, you could be a porn star. There's a kink for everyone."
Ouch.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know if that was a compliment or that was an insult. I'm not sure where she was going with that. But then I got really excited because, like, I was thinking to myself, I could be a porn star. Do you understand how great this is, people? I could finally have that fallback career my parents always wanted me to have. But then I thought about, like, what kind of genre would I do if I was like, would I be in the Marvel universe? Would that be my porn, or like sci-fi or action? And then my girlfriend, the porn star, says to me, "This is the porn I think you should do. This is really truth. It's called humiliation porn. This is what it is. It's 90 minutes of a woman yelling at a man until he comes." Now, come on, people. The people here who are watching that know me. You know this is the perfect genre for Carolyn Montgomery. Are you kidding me? I get paid. I don't have to be naked, and I get to complain. Come on, people. It's perfect for me. So my friend said to me, she goes, "I know that you don't have a lot of comedy work because it's the pandemic." She said, "Why don't you start an OnlyFans site?" Does everyone know what the OnlyFans is about? So my OnlyFans site is me putting on my bra. Now, the people who don't know me, I'm a very large busted woman. So it's basically just me putting on my bra. In fact, I make more money the first 5 minutes. Because they really, once I get the bra on, they don't care. So they turn it off. But those first 5 minutes. Anyway. So how much time I don't even know how much time I have left.
I was just about to give you a minute.
A minute. Okay. I have 2 things to talk about.
Done 11.
Okay. So there's 2 things I need to talk about. The first thing is, and because we're older, we've all been around comics and we've seen a lot of the open micers, but this chatting about ass eating, we have to talk about. And if anybody should talk about eating ass, it should be me, because I cannot understand why young comedians think this is funny. And my husband said it's probably because young people want to shock older people. So seriously, I mean, there's a lot of things I'd like to eat and shouldn't, but ass is not one of them. You understand what I'm saying? Really, like when you think about eating and then ass, like, how do you prepare it? Is a little garlic, a little lemon juice, some fucking soap. I'm being very scatological tonight. So anyway, before I go, so I didn't see my son for 3 months, and everyone knows what a Jewish mother I am. So I called him 3 months after the pandemic, and I said, "I can't take it anymore. I have to see you. I'm going to come rent a car. I'm going to go see you." And I said, "The only thing is I have to come upstairs and pee." And my son says to me, "Mom, I'm living with my roommates in a bubble. You can't come up and pee." So I was so offended. I was like, "Wait a minute. I can't come to your apartment and pee? Let me get this straight. I carried you for 9 months. You literally peed in me." But I can't. So I didn't go see him. I was really mad. I was so pissed at him. And so a couple of months later, the restrictions lifted. He calls me, goes, Mom, you can come now. My roommate said you can come up and pee. So I went and I visited with him. But the first thing I did is I said, I have to go pee. And I went upstairs and I peed right on his fucking kitchen floor. And then I filmed it for my OnlyFans because peeing is a big thing too. That's my time. Thanks, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Woo!
Oh,
That's
Rich,
it. Did she leave? Bye.
Folks.
Cal Montgomery.
Thank you.
Montgomery.
Good job, Carol.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you. That was fun.
That was great.
Fun. That
That's-
was
Thank you.
great.
Thank
It-
you.
I love that. That was awesome. Real quickly, couple things. First of all, Carol, what's it like in New York right now?
In what way? You mean
Sure.
like?
Are people opening up again? Is it?
Oh
still-
yeah. I mean, I've done a couple of stand up New York where I was there the night that they reopened, so that was fun. And people are just when people are taking it's like, well, we're all vaccinated now, so we shouldn't do anything and we're not safe anymore. And it's like I carry my own mic. That's all I'm going to say to everybody here. Bring your own fucking mic.
Got
I
one
mean,
too.
I don't, no offense to everybody here, but comedians are pigs. So, you know what I mean? I saw comics without masks and, and I'm not going to do that. So I bring my own mic, I bring my own mic and.
I can't believe we weren't bringing our own mics before COVID.
Well, yeah. Do you remember some of that? I mean, we've all been there where you get it and you smell the mic and you go,
Oh, so bad.
Oh.
Anyway, yes, Carol Montgomery, folks, one more time, please.
I'm gonna run
Hey,
out of here,
Carol.
guys. Thank you,
love
everybody.
Carol.
I
She's on
love
New York
you.
Time. Go get
See you
go
soon,
get your
Carol.
Have a good shows, everybody. Love you.
Thank you.
And really quickly, I just want to make a quick announcement. There's some people here I know that are here to see the TB&J show. They are happening right now. They're going to start shortly, and they are in their own breakout room. So if you go to the bottom of the screen and find breakout rooms, you will find the TB&J room. Go ahead and move yourself there, and you'll be able to enjoy that show. If for some reason you can't make that happen, stay here. It's a room full of headliners.
Woo!
Woo!
And with that being said, I guess it's my turn. I'm going to bring up the next
I want
act.
to say one thing about that mask thing.
Go ahead.
This is just how fucked up this is. Today, Montana voted to ban the use of vaccine passports, and no workplace is allowed to ask if you have even just a card that says that you were vaccinated in Montana.
Yeah.
Mm.
Moving to Montana.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
God.
you got like 2 7-Elevens and a Burger King, so that's probably pretty safe there.
Yeah.
to-
No wonder
to-
Zappa wrote a song about a dental floss tycoon coming out of Montana. What do you expect?
One guy who's got any dental floss in Montana. Yeah.
What do you expect? All right. Coming to the virtual stage next is a gentleman I've had the pleasure of spending an awful lot of time with, drinking a lot of wine with, and we've actually worked together a good many times. He's currently a writer on the television show So You Think You're Funny, and I guess you can be the judge of that when he's finished speaking. Give a warm round of applause to my friend Claude Stewart.
Woo!
Thank you guys. Thank you very much, folks. Keep it going for Richard, Gabe, Carol, and Dental Floss in Montana. All right, I'm excited, man. The producers of this show do a fantastic job. I mean, this is an awesome Zoom show. I'll listen. The comics will tell you. They'll be the first to tell you. Not every Zoom show you do is a utopia.
Mhm.
Oh my God! I did a Zoom show last Tuesday, and it was exactly like dry humping. It was just like dry humping. It was frustrating. It was painful, and nobody came. But I'm very excited, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to turn your mute off. That would actually help us. Here's the thing. Listen, honestly, welcome to our Zoom comedy show tonight, or as I like to call it, my mother-in-law's spare room. The last 13 months, ladies and gentlemen, I've had the pleasure of being trapped at my mother-in-law's with all my relatives, and I tease them. But honestly, it's been a joy and a pleasure and a blessing to be stuck with these folks. I don't know what I do. I know everybody's bragging about like, I just got my vaccine. Meanwhile, I'm praying for COVID. Let's go, Nana. Cough in my mouth. Wrap it up. I like that. But you know what? honestly, I tease it. I've been handling it well, though. I really have. I've been.
Okay. Oh, I love the props.
Thank you very much. I'm getting heckled by the goddamn.
It's nice.
Appreciate it. I don't know, man. Here's a situation, folks. If you're trying to figure it out, let me help you. My name is Claude, and I just found out I'm a middle-aged man who has the exact same hairdo as Fred from Scooby-Doo. And the face and body of Shaggy. According to my nephew, I look like Justin Bieber's father, so that's nice. I'll be honest with you, I don't really have much time for segues tonight. So after every couple of jokes, instead of a segue, I'm just going to be randomly singing the lyrics to an 80s song. Everybody got it? Good. So that being said, looking like a tramp, like a video vamp. Television woman, can I be a man? Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, be honest with me on this one, folks. How many people, by round of applause, admit they've been drinking a little bit more during the quarantine? Come on, don't lie to me, people. All right. Or stare me quietly with your cat if you agree. Thank you. Holy shit. Listen, folks, I pick and choose my nights, okay? But when I drink, I commit. I drink like Nick Nolte and Lindsay Lohan bar hopping on St. Patty's Day. Listen, my friends, if you're not driving tonight, drink up. Get drunk. Create a memory that you can't remember. I'm all about that. Just do me a favor, okay? Know your limits. I just found mine out, folks. I know I'm too drunk to drive if I order a Lyft from inside an Uber. Driver calls me up. You need to slow down. Well, you need to catch up. No! Yes, Josie's on a vacation far away. Anyway, I'll tell you this, my friends. I am not lying to you, folks. The last 13 months. Turn up the background noise, please. Thank you. The last 13 months. Trapped at my mother-in-law's. Here's the deal. Every meal I eat, this is what I'm forced to eat with, okay? I'm forced to eat with my hyperactive, temperamental 7-year-old son, my micromanaging, judgmental wife, her vodka-drinking, chain-smoking, phlegm-coughing mother, 2 perpetually ravenous dogs, and a squawking fucking parrot. Yes. Every dinner, this is what I'm dealing with. I'm trying to eat my meal, trying to be cool. The 2 dogs are yipping and yapping, trying to bite my food. They're jumping above the table so high, they're practically levitating. But we're not allowed to feed them before we eat because that's the rule. So we gotta wait till my son finishes his food, which takes forever because my boy has 1 bite of his mac and cheese and he wants to have a half-hour debate over who would win a race between Usain Bolt or the Flash. This is a legit argument. Yeah. Right? So finally he finishes food, right? He runs over to feed the doggies, but he accidentally steps in their water bowl because my insane mother-in-law booby traps the kitchen like a prisoner of fucking war. Right? Now, I run over to help him, but I break my scapula on this rotary phone my mother-in-law has mounted on the wall from 1972. Okay. That breaks my shoulder, and then it's a double injury because the receiver falls off and hits my foot. Now I'm hopping around like an angry pirate. I come over to help my son. My wife starts micromanaging me because, what do I know about parenting, right? I mean, he didn't shoot out of my vagina. That tune is never old. Holy shit. Right? So she starts telling me what to do. Then the parrot, the bird, starts imitating my wife. So now I'm getting nagged in stereo. Back off, honey, give him space. Back off, honey, give him space. Right. Meanwhile, my mother-in-law is drinking like Nicolas Cage and leaving Las Vegas and coughing up a lung like Doc Holliday in Tombstone. And by the way, that's 2 90s references and 1 joke. Fuck you, Generation Z! Right? All this is going on. I'll say it again, folks. After 13 months of living with these people, I'm praying for COVID. I think my point is turn around, Brian. I try to learn, I try to learn from the best. My parents have a wonderful marriage, and I learned from them. My mom's she's from the South. She's got that cute little Southern accent. But my mother teaches grammar, so that means every time I talk to her, she corrects me. Yeah, I know. It's annoying, I'm on the phone. I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm tired. Okay, I got to go lay down. You're not going to lay down. You're going to lie down. You need to go get lied. Thank you. Little horny people. I talked to my dad, too. I love my dad, but he's a judgmental dude. Oh my God. I don't know if you have parents like this. The only way my father remembers my friends is by the worst mistake they ever made. Yeah, this is me talking to my old man. I'm like, Dad, I just saw Johnny B. You mean that kid who 19 years ago broke my favorite lamp? Yeah, that's the one. He's working with Tony. Remember Tony? You mean the one who knocked up the stripper? How is Sapphire? All right, Pop, that's enough. Okay, I'm gonna go find Mom. You mean the grammar teacher who doesn't believe in birth control? What? Shit happens, Shaggy. And my father does this with everything. He does it with TV shows. Oh my God. I showed him one episode of The Wire. HBO's The Wire, right? It's an ensemble, 15 people in it, 15 characters. This is how my father summed it up. I'm like, hey, Dad, did you like The Wire? You mean the one about that white married cop who tries to bang all the waitresses? Like, he's not wrong, but that's not what the show's about. Right? I mean, what's next? Hey, Dad, did you like Breaking Bad? You mean the one about Skyler's klepto sister? Hey, Dad, did you like Game of Thrones? You mean the one about that alcoholic dwarf? Yeah, did you like that classic Gary Coleman sitcom, Different Strokes? You mean the one about the pedophile who owned the bike shop? That's for my old school friends. Thank you very much. You guys have been awesome. I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deal. I do have a little boy. He's a lot of fun, man. You got to watch what you say in front of your kid because it will come back. This is true. I was on a neighborhood dog walk recently with him. And the neighbor walks up to me and he goes, hey, so you're still living at your mother-in-law's? Huh? And I go, yes, but it's only temporary. Then my kid pipes up, but Daddy, you just said we were living in hell. Yeah. My son, obviously I love music. My son loves music too. I recently got him into Queen, which is awesome. But it backfired on me recently. Oh my God, about 2.5 weeks ago, I'm trying to get him to sleep and he's like me, he's bouncing off the walls like a coked up chipmunk. Right? I'm trying to get him to bed. Finally, I go, buddy, that's enough. Get your toy. We're going to sleep. My son looks at me and he goes, don't stop me now. Having a good time. Having a good time. Dude, I could not get mad. I'm like, that was awesome. Up top, little man. Now, let's be honest, my friends. That's cool. That's cute that my son did that because he's home alone with me. Nobody gets hurt, right? But I'm worried we're going to be in public one day and my son's going to start singing Queen at the wrong time. Right? I mean, I don't want to be at grandma's funeral and he's going, another one bites the dust. Thank you very much. I'm Claude Stewart. Thank you so much.
Hey, Claude.
Give it up for Claude Stewart, who's going to go out and buy a watch tomorrow with his "So You Think You're Funny" money.
Funny you should ask.
Hey,
Why?
friends, just remember, keep your chat window open because that's where I'm giving you the light at 2 minutes. Just
Where's
so,
that? The
It's,
chat window.
just
Oh.
if you hit chat at the bottom of your window, that's where you can talk to people, and you'll also see me go at then your name, and I'll tell you 1 or 2 minutes left. Anyway, Claude, I'd love to
That's
chat with
too
you, but
much
you used up all that time, so
multitasking.
we're gonna move this show on.
Absolutely. It's that time.
Gabe, take it away, Gabe.
Okay, once again, this is, I'm so happy to be able to introduce this lady who I just like Carol, I've admired her work from afar for years and years. We did not know each other, unlike Carol and I, and we, sort of became friends a few years ago, and she's helped me keep my sanity during this whole time, and she is as funny as they get. And I'm proud to present Jan Karam. Give her a nice.
Yay. Oh my God. I turned up my ring light and then, hold on. Oh, sorry. That was nice, Gabe.
She'll be with us any moment.
We're on a show. How can we hold on? We're on a show.
It's not a show.
It's a show-ish. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done. No, I'm kidding. This is fun that we think it's a show. It's a show. I'm kidding. I'm so cynical. COVID has made me cynical. No, I'm happy to be here in my apartment. Thank you, Gabe. I have to cover my roots, but I'm waiting 3 days. Okay, so there. All right. Okay, let's see. I'm wearing a dress. I got to put this dress on for the show. And since I'm in my apartment, underneath I am wearing footy pajamas, which is what I've lived in my whole life. The whole COVID. Am I supposed to do? I feel okay. I'm single, so that means that when I park my car in my garage, I could hit the side and nobody's gonna yell at me. And just to prove a point and just to make myself even more happy, I hit the other side. So both sides are dented and nobody yells at me. Just people go, "Oh, what happened to your car?" I go, "I banged it when I parked into my garage, backed up into my garage." They go, "Oh, well, it's still a nice car," but they don't go, "What the fuck? What the fuck's wrong with you? Why the fuck weren't you looking? Why do you always have to fucking run everything? That's good. You don't know how to. Why can't you fucking look when you're backing up? What the fuck?" So I didn't have any of that. I haven't heard any. It's fine. It's dented and it's fine. And I'm alive and I'm not beaten down to a pulp. So I'm single and I have a dented car and it's not a big deal. Or, let's see, the host has spotlighted your video. Okay. I dated this one guy and he's like, he was, like red flag, but I tried to ignore it because I'm like, but he seems nice. But he made dinner and then he's like, "What? I was helping wash the dishes." He goes, "You use the wrong sponge. That sponge is for the counter and you're using it on the glasses." And I go, "Well," he goes, "the green one is for the counter and the yellow one is for the dishes. I thought we went over this." So I said, "Oh, I'm really sorry." So I don't have a punchline, but that's like another acting piece. Thank you very much. I like to act. Let's see. In the beginning of the pandemic. Wait, let me do, and I can't, it's not a voice, I'm doing a voice, I'm not supposed to, but when you call, thank you for calling Department of Social Services, and when you call them, they go, "Thank you for calling," it's a recording, and it goes, "Thank you for calling the Department of Social Services. We are experiencing a very high call volume right now, due to COVID." Sorry. I just like that dude to go there. So please hold on, and an associate will assist you in a few minutes. But right now we're very busy. Do to go there. Okay. Sorry, not funny. It's wrong. It's racist. I'm not supposed to do a voice. Could I put it on gallery? It's just something I heard, like a musician. It's a voice I heard. Is there anyone out there? Does any of this matter? At all?
Of course it matters.
I know. I'm joking. That's my story. My whole life, I've just been fighting for significance. So one thing good about COVID too is that you only have to floss half your teeth. Then you're like, whatever, it's only me and my mask. So at the start, I did you get into a cleaning frenzy when organizing, and I organized my way into I can't find anything. So I just have no idea where anything is. I'm like, why, after 20 years, did I move where the paper clips are? Why did I think it was a dumb idea? Not that I use paper clips, but I just, okay, the laser pointer for the cat. Where does the fucking laser pointer for the cat? Okay. And has anyone else spent their entire, say, last few months digging shit out of the piles and piles of Goodwill stuff that you've been driving around with in your car since the beginning of the pandemic? You're like, I'm starting a whole new life. I don't need all this shit. And I just completely depleted, got rid of my entire inventory. And so I pull a pair of pants. What was I thinking? I pull the boots. I get I like guest towels. I don't have guests, but I don't have towels. So I get the guest towel. I got the towels out. I'm like searching through the bag. What was I thinking? I can't afford to buy new towels. I thought by now I'd be able to start afresh, anew, with new towels. Okay, is any of this relatively something? Oh, okay. So, oh no, because it's already been done. So all you guys got to do, the guys, they just wear their t-shirts and their jeans, and they wear t-shirts, jeans, shorts, t-shirt, maybe a 3-button-down shirt and some slacks, and then a dress pants, shirt, tie, and maybe a suit, and just the one suit. And then you have a dress, a suit, short skirt, boots, open-toed shoes, high shoes, sandals, flats, sneakers, casual wear, streetwear, bohemian look, and all of that. And then the guys standing at the door go, "Why the fuck does it take you so fucking long to get ready?" All of a sudden, all my guys that I date are Guidos. What the fuck? Okay, I'm looking. Oh yeah, so oh yeah, this is one. So you know how like the suicide hotline number, just in case they put it on there, like after somebody kills themselves, then they always have it on the news. Like the newscaster will say, "Oh, such a terrible loss," and then they go, "Oh wait, is that? Did I get the light? What was that?
Not yet. In about.
Oh, someone held up a sign to me. Everything hurts. Why does everything hurt?
You got 2 minutes.
So I should do my regular joke, so for sure people know I'm funny. Okay, so because then they'll be like, "Oh, that was unformed." But and then the newscaster goes, "Oh, such a sad tragedy." And then they go, "If anyone out there is thinking about suicide, please call this number below on the screen." It's like, when you're in the middle of suicide, it's like I'm kind of busy setting up a chair. I don't have time to grab my phone and text it to myself. Then, oh no, here, put it in my contacts, suicide prevention. Yeah. I'm kind of, okay, so that was something that I talked to Gabe about, and it was really funny. Hilarious. Lockdown breakup. Okay, what was that? Car single. I did that. Do you think that has legs about being the car hitting the sides? I shouldn't tell you. I shouldn't reveal my seams. I'm reading this book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. So that's what inspired me to get rid of things that didn't give me, it was like basically the concept is get rid of whatever doesn't give you joy. So I got rid of all my bills. And so I think instead of abortion is like in the news, or not now, but it's always like, it's such a prickly little, I think it's the word, abortion. It just sounds so brutal. I think instead of abortion, we should call it declutter. I'm decluttering my uterus. Clean everything out. It's not anything I want. And then the hoarders you could protest outside of the decluttering clinics. Like, hold on to your stuff, hoarding. My sister's a hoarder, and she has a bunch of kids, and so that's good. My delivery was very 80s there. I'm so sorry. I slipped into people say if you want something, you have to visualize it, right? Like Oprah and Tupac Chopra, and it was like, if you want something, whatever it is that you want, you have to visualize it first, Jan. Like if you want a big old car, a nice, a nice house, a loving relationship, whatever it is that you want, you have to visualize it first. Well, that's a bunch of crap, that visualize stuff, don't you think? I mean, I don't visualize what I don't want, and I have that.
Good point.
Like, you think I visualized this evening? I did. I'm like, I want 13 people to watch me.
Got more than that.
How many we got? No, I'm very happy. Okay, so
seconds.
I broke. Huh?
You got 30 seconds.
I have 1 minute, right? I'm so scared. I'm so scared of doing something wrong. Oh, my mom wanted me to do some of the jokes that she's been writing for me during. She goes, once you get back, you'll have a whole new act. And she goes, now that you're finally good. And I go, Mom, and she goes, no, you were good before, but now you're really good. And then she goes, so here's one of the jokes. She says, somebody called her up when she was with my dad at home, and he goes, he is like a prankster guy, and he goes, hi, do you give good blowjob? And she told me that. And then she goes, hold on a second, let me ask my husband. Honey, do I give good blowjob? And so she goes, oh, my husband said, yes, I do, and come right over. No. And so my mom says to do that joke, and I go, and then there's a tag, but I don't know what the tag is yet. But I said, maybe I should just say BJ. She goes, no, honey, it's so much funnier if you say blowjob. Yeah, the whole blowjob. That's funny. Blowjob is funny. Let's see. But folks, seriously, folks, blowjob is funny. No kids. I don't have kids. I just date them. And here's the thing about Splitsville is there's two kinds of relationships that don't work no matter what. They're doomed to fail. Long distance and close by. Oh, and I'm Syrian and Lebanese, so I hate myself. My mom's Syrian, my dad's Lebanese. And she actually just called the other day, and she said, we're all moving back, family's moving back to the Middle East for a while, just to get away from all the gun violence. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Oh, let's give it up for Jan Karam.
Oh, there's
Karam.
All right.
Now, Rich, I did not know that Jan's mom worked blue. Did you know that?
I didn't even know Jan's mom worked.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I tried to fight her on it. She wouldn't. She
Never
wanted it
stopped
in.
writing. Never
So
stopped writing.
basically, what you're saying, Jan, is you guys are going on the road together in September.
She wants to. Seriously.
I could
That's what I need.
see it. All right, moving right along.
Yeah, let's move.
It is my pleasure to bring up this next gentleman who I actually have known, I'm not kidding, literally like since the first month I started doing stand-up comedy back in 1986. And neither of us have managed to grow any more hair today than we had then when we first met. He just completed a project called Goliath, and he has a series on Amazon called Smothers, and he has a new book out called Shut Up, I'm Talking. Please give it up for my friend, Jason Stewart.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason.
First of all, I do not want to see my face in the speaker that big. My head is huge. It's just so hard.
Back
Look
up.
at it. Jan, you're the reason I'm gay. I love you, honey. Right there. The car, the Guido, the hair, the vagina, the abort, everything, all that. I don't need it. I don't want to. I don't want to meet your mother. I don't want a dinner. I don't want to go to your house. I don't want to meet anybody. It's nice to see Carol and the other Carol and Claude Stewart and his family. And I just right now I want to tell you, after sitting here for the last hour, I just want to kill myself. I do. I don't care. Any one of you can do it. I don't care. I won't tell anybody. You can just take it, come to my house, push me off my balcony. No, they'll give a shit anyway, because I still don't know when my episode of Goliath is going to air. No one told me. I'm not. There's nothing about me that's important. I'm not important. And I think Helene Witt has passed away. There's something. She keeps coming up. Her head is there. She's frozen. She's not there. Helene, whatever you're doing, it's so creepy and uncomfortable. I just don't know what to say. It was just the thing is, so this is Splitsville. So I have tons and tons of things that have happened. I haven't had sex in quite a long time, except for my new boyfriend. His name is Pornhub, and he's a great guy, and he's always there. It's always there, and when he can't come, he brings somebody else, and sometimes they're there together. In my world, people are trying to, get you online all the time. Everybody's trying to get you online. Straight people have Tinder. We have Scruff, and we have Grinder. And some guy hit me up and he says, I want to have sex with you. I said, I'm not really doing that. He said, oh, not in person. I just want you to stand in front of your slider and masturbate. I said, oh, thank you. I'm still popular. Thank you. There's going to be a little problem because I live on the second floor. He says, I have an umbrella. Okay, good night, everybody. Good night. There again, you keep pushing me back, so I'm speaking, and Jan doesn't even want to look at me. She left. She's gone.
I'm here. I went to.
Oh, thank God. You're in the corner like someone's, like you did something wrong.
Here I am. Right here, front and center.
That print dress from Golden Girls. I love it.
Really? Should I take it back?
No, I think it looks just like Blanche. It does. Dad, I moved to Palm Springs, and the reason I did is because I broke up with the man that I loved. I dated an Italian guy from Sicily. He was so nice and so sweet, and he barely spoke English, which is perfect for me. And he was so he's like a new gay. No one touched him or messed him up. He was like a Star Wars figure in a box. I called him and I said, I broke up. I said, I've gained a couple pounds during COVID. He says, oh, honey, I don't care. I love you the way you are. And I said, oh, God, you're so fabulous. I'm going to marry you before the Republicans have you deported. It's so hard to find anybody. It really is. This whole thing is so depressing. I would be willing to share that veto or boyfriend with Jan. I really would. She can Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll take him on the other days that he's not mad.
That's good.
Dan obviously has the same taste in men. If the guy is, unavailable, I'm interested. That's it. You don't want me? Call me. I was where was I? I live in Palm Springs. I live at the end of the block. I'm in a house, that people walk by and they go, oh, that's where Jason Stewart lives. He's alone. He never found anybody. Some woman said, oh, he's a spinster. I said, I'm that guy when the kids throw their ball on my lawn. I I keep it. And if they're over 21, I invite them in. I live next door to my 84-year-old. My mom's going to be 84 on Saturday. She has the same birth date as Barbara Streisand and Shirley MacLaine. I have the same birth date as Robert Stack, Rip Taylor, and Charles Nelson Riley. Everybody who has my birth date is dead, except for Orlando Bloom, and I've been calling him for years. My mom is 81 years old, and she still shops at Forever 71. She loves to shop. She loves what is it, Ross Dress for Less. She goes in there and she's like, oh, I can't wait to get in there, you know, and she's in there, she's on her scooter and she's running a push-up bra and her boobs are going, I wonder how we got up here. And she's in this store and she's driving her scooter. Actually, the other day calls and she says, come downstairs. I bought these 3 tops. I want you to see them. I said, Mom, that top has 3 arms. She says, I don't give a shit. It was $1.99. I got them in 4 colors. There goes my inheritance completely on cute tops. That's it. I don't know. My mom is so funny. You know, she always says things like gay murderer. I still love you. Thank you. It's just, she rates my friends now on how gay they are. Who's the top? You know, who's the gay? Oh, Jeff the doctor. He's not very gay. Oh, then I saw him wearing that LeMay jacket. He's down. Moved him down. He's the gayest one now. Where's Terry? His voice is high. Oh, he fixed the toilet. Okay, then it goes down. He's not so gay. Every day, it's a whole thing. Thank you, Mr. Claude Stewards. I love watching him. We have the same last name, except, is that your real name? Mine is made up because I'm not even a real person and I'm not. I'm not so dead inside. I really am.
Okay.
I didn't want to come here. I wanted to lie in bed and sleep and pretend that I was someone else. And I heard Carol talk and she's old. I'm willing to admit I'm 50. It's just taken me 9 years. And there's Bobby Sutton. Is that her boyfriend's name or is that her name? I don't know.
My name.
It is your name.
Yes.
Background and then, oh God, and Geach. Oh my God, Geechy guy. My God, you look like you're in a coffin. I at least put on a clean shirt. Jesus Christ. You're in bed. Are we in bed with you now? Oh my God. And look at Blair. He's very cute. I don't know. He's never combed his hair. And he's got his you got to move your camera like this so you don't look like you're falling off of the wall. You know, I wanted to, and, oh God, Helene died. She's dead for sure now. Oh, that's just her hand. Okay. whatever she's doing. Oh, there's Rich Chaz's boyfriend or girlfriend rather. She's very pretty. Oh my God. Look at her. She's adorable. Honey, whatever he does, just keep him. He'll eventually pay the bills. He really will. Okay. What else can I tell you? So, you know, my mom and I both are vaccinated. We got in our car. I drove 45 minutes away in Palm Springs to this place. Went to this little hospital. We walked out. I opened the door. I helped her out. She says, my son takes care of me. Give him his shot. Give my son. Mom, I said, Mom, that's the parking lady. We're walking by. She sees the security guard. Give the security guard, Mom. It's not going to happen. Give my son his shot. So I gave her a Oscar because she was doing the same performance that Shirley MacLaine did in terms of a dance. Give my son his shot. It's just, I'm an older gay man. It's the LGBTQ LMNOP right now. And everybody here is straight. Am I correct? Is there any gay? So I'm telling you right now.
I'm the B.
You guys have to what?
I'm the B.
Oh, you're a B.
I'm bi.
Well then, okay, so you're a B, so you need to take half of the Bs. I don't understand why we have to there are straight people in the B. You take the B and half of the trans. That's it. We were gay for a long time. We were trans, we were lesbian. And now we're queer. It's like we went all the way around the block and we're in the same place we were before. I don't see why we have to do everything. It's exhausting. I'm only gay on the weekend. I start on Friday, I get in there, you know, and Saturday I'm pulling away, and you know, Sunday I'm so tired I have to lie down, and then on Monday I'm moving furniture with Rich and his pretty girlfriend, and she bought everybody has something. Me and Karen, we're the only ones that are single. It's just so sad. And if anybody can share, Carol, do you know any bisexuals? Some of your people, you know, we like to. Wouldn't you be happy to share someone, Chan? I would at this point. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. The last thing I'll say is, I have been dieting. This is really true, and I've lost 6.5 pounds. And well, thank you. I went to Abercrombie and Fitch to get a pair of pants, and, you know, jeans, because now I want to have one pair of jeans that fit. And I went in, and there was a guy standing out in front, and he in the store, he had his mask on and no shirt and a pair of ripped up jeans. You could see the tip of his penis just a little, and I thought. The jeans were so ripped up, I put $1 in his pocket because I thought he was homeless. I couldn't get my hand out. I walked in the store and the lights are going on, right? And you go to Abercrombie & Fitch, the music is playing. It's like being in a disco in the 70s, right? There's the flight attendant, or I don't know, the sales girl. She's got a headset on. She looks like, I don't know, Lady Gaga on tour. She's dancing. Hi, can I help you? You know, I said, 34s, I've lost some weight. And she goes, 34. She gets on the speaker. I'm not serious. In the store, we need a pair of 34s for the old guy. So I actually stabbed her. It's just, I hate doing shows for comedians. That was my big closer. I actually stabbed her. It was with this. No, that's all I think of is that and why Helene died during my set. All right, I'm done because I don't want to go over like my brother Claude Stewart did.
Oh, give it up for Jason Stewart.
That's me in a very depressed state.
Hilarious. Yes, and just remember, keep an eye out for his book, Shut Up, I'm Talking.
Yeah,
and if you don't buy it, you just got a preview of it right here.
Or you can watch my series on Amazon called Smothered, and it's pretty funny. But you watch it on YouTube. You can watch it for free, you guys. You don't have to pay.
And he's only gay on the weekends. One more time for my very dear friend, Jason Stewart, folks. And just so you know, Jason, there is an audience in here. Just so you know, there's an audience in here.
I know. It's just, it's easier. It's more fun to complain, you know.
If you didn't, you'd be the guy at the Grateful Dead show.
Yes, wearing a tie-dye shirt, dancing in a circle, hoping to get a diploma. Yeah,
exactly.
You know.
Gabe, keep it moving.
Yeah,
Woo, Gabe.
We have a guy coming to us now from Washington, D.C., and he's a regular here on the Rampantly platforms. Please welcome Walter Gottlieb. Oh, Walter.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, comics. You know, everyone has all these impressive TV credits on the show. Oh my God. But you guys didn't mention that I was a post-producer on Hillbilly Hand Fishing Season 4. So suck it, y'all. Relationships. Okay.
Season 4. Love it.
It was my favorite one too. So I'm never divorced, but according to my wife, it's a goal that's not completely out of my reach. I try hard enough. They say the longer you're with somebody, the more you get to know them. But that's bullshit. Like after 30 years, my wife and I have no idea who each other is. Right? We'll pass in the hallway and go, didn't we used to fuck in college? So I looked up relationship advice for men online, but I have some quibbles. I'm gonna just share a little bit of it with you. Rule number 1, communicate what's bothering you. Okay, this is terrible advice, right? Like, if you're annoyed that your partner left dirty dishes in the sink or spent all your money on pot, do not communicate what's bothering you, right? Keep it to yourself. Avoid a fight. Rule number 2, do not take it personally if she doesn't want sex. Okay, I'll amend that to say, do not take it personally if she doesn't want sex unless she's sleeping with one or more of your friends. Then take it personally, very personally. Rule 3, listen to your partner. Good idea. Especially if she says things like, the house is on fire and you have 10 seconds to get out, or watch out, there's a man with a gun behind you. Then it's good to listen. You know, the rest of the time you don't. Rule 4, you don't have to stay in great shape, but don't let yourself go either. Too late. I have a major case of like dad bod, and I eat whipped cream straight from the fucking can. So this rule is not for me. I don't envy single people because those hookup apps sound pretty fraught. Like if I were single, I wouldn't be on Tinder or Hinge or Bumble. I'd be on Rumble. The app where you get matched with your favorite character from West Side Story. I'd probably get a date with Riff. You know, we go to the dance at the gym and challenge Bernardo. You know, when you're a jet, you must go all the way. Oh, fuck it. Anyway. I have a fucked up relationship with my cat, mainly because he's anti-Semitic. I'm sorry, it's true. Like, he believes in all sorts of Jewish conspiracy theories, but I take advantage of that. Like, when I'm feeling lazy, I tell him George Soros forgot to clean his litter box. I have an Orthodox Jewish therapist. That's weird because I'm a secular Jew. And it's just tough having an Orthodox therapist in these circumstances. Like, if you cancel an appointment just before Shabbat, you get double the guilt. It's true. Also, fun fact, I've never actually seen my therapist because we have our sessions through a hole in the sheet. It's very strange. I think it's important not to take relationship advice from 80s British invasion bands. Here's what I mean. Like, in their hit single, I'll Melt With You, Modern English sings, making love to you was never second best. That's kind of a backhanded compliment, isn't it? Don't get me wrong, baby. I mean, making love to you was never second best. Maybe third or fourth. I don't know. Tell your partner that, she's going to leave your ass. On a side note, you'll find this interesting. Modern English is now being sued for ripping off a song by another group called Old English. It was titled, I'll Stop the World and Melt With Ye. So, I have an intimate relationship with my dentist. It's a little too intimate, if you ask me, because, I don't know, my dentist will say things like, Mr. Gottlieb, try not to move too much while I'm in your mouth. I'm like, Doc, if you're going to be in my mouth, shouldn't you be paying me? Come on. I don't think MetLife is going to cover that shit. You know what I mean? So the relationships that I find most challenging sometimes, and, you know, tell me if you feel me on this, are between parents and children, regardless of age. Okay, so I'm middle-aged, but my parents still treat me like a kid, right? So when I started riding a motorcycle, Dad calls and says, you know, your mother and I are against your riding a motorcycle, but we've decided you're old enough to make your own decision. Jesus, I'm old enough to make my own decision. I'm old enough for estate planning, man. Come on. So I thanked him for respecting, you know, my maturity and independence, and I asked him for $20 for gas. So Dad, you know, Dad is 91 now. And when your dad gets that old, you have a role reversal, like you feel like you need to take care of him. but my dad is way too independent for that. Okay, so a few years ago, Dad was hit by a Ford pickup when he was trying to cross the street. He took an Uber to the emergency room, guys. He didn't even call me because he didn't want to be a burden, right? I'm like, Dad, next time you get hit by a truck, give me a call. It's all right. It's okay. By the way, how did you figure out how to download the Uber app? I'm impressed. That's great. So Mom is 86 and her short-term memory is going. I mean, I have to say, in all fairness, and I'll tell her something important and she'll forget the next day, and so I finally called her on this and I said, Mom, you're having short-term memory problems. She's like, I do not have short-term memory problems, Walt. You have short-term memory problems. And I'm thinking, am I gaslighting her or is she gaslighting me? So I'm like, you know what, Mom? You know what? What the fuck were we talking about? I'm sorry. Mom refuses. This drives me crazy, you guys, and it's true. Mom refuses to get the COVID vaccine because she's afraid she's going to have an allergic reaction. I'm like, Mom, there is a 3 in a million chance that'll happen, but she doesn't believe me. So she wrote a personal letter to Dr. Fauci to ask him what to do. See, Carol isn't the only one with a pipeline, okay? So as if Dr. Fauci has time for this, it's like, hold on a minute, Mr. President. I got to respond to a letter from Walter's mother. Take this down. Dear Mrs. Gottlieb, get the vaccine, you crazy Jew. P.S. Yes, I'm getting enough to eat, and Walter promises to call you more often. So I tend to forget that my kids are pretty grown up. My daughter was leaving a family dinner, and I look down and she's got bare feet and she's leaving. I'm like, honey, you're leaving the house. Where are your shoes, honey? She says, dude, I'm 21. I got this. Okay. I built a raft to sail across the Sea of Galilee. I crisscrossed America in a van twice for AmeriCorps. I know not to leave the house without my fucking shoes, Daddy. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, honey. I forgot. Grandma's been gaslighting me again. Okay, that's my time. Thank you, Mr. Claus. Good night.
Woo!
Walter Gottlieb.
Woo!
Dave,
How about that, Rich?
how about that?
He's talking about Matt.
How
Not too.
about Walter?
How about Walter? Not to gloat, but our good friend Ted Nugent. Did you hear about this? So he was completely said COVID doesn't exist, it's fake. Anti-vaxxer, he gets COVID, and he said it was the worst thing that he's ever been through.
He hasn't listened to Cat Scratch Fever live.
Exactly. Thank you. I threw that up there about 45 miles an hour.
It was running up the street waving its arms.
Underhand.
It was one of those, that was please. Love
Go
it.
ahead.
Oh,
Keep it
folks,
going.
I cannot tell you. Gabe, let me ask you a question. You're a 420 celebrator?
Depends which 420.
AM or PM, it makes no difference to me.
1976. Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Well, I too use it for my back pain and my glaucoma. And have since I'm about 13.
Right.
This next guy coming to the stage, I can honestly say I've been treating my glaucoma with since 1980. I want to say 6, but it might be 7.
Wow. That's a long bout. That's a long bout.
We've been together on 2 separate occasions. He is the Guinness Book World Record holder for the comedian who's told the most jokes in an hour. I was there. Over 600 jokes. I think the actual number is 676. I could be wrong. We'll let him tell us. He holds the record on Star Search for the most wins. And he's appeared in over 100 television shows and commercials. You've seen him on Leno, 8 million other things. He is my friend since I had a full head of hair, and he's one of the funniest human beings I've ever known in my life, and the least camera-friendly person you will ever meet. Give it up for everybody's favorite Marfan, Geechee Guy.
So I've never done this before. Am I supposed to just tell jokes?
Just like a microphone.
Hey, sorry I'm late, but there was a sign that said no turn on red, but it was at a flashing red light, and I had to time it. A police officer tried to pull me over for not having a rear view mirror, but I didn't see him. You'll get these in a second if you didn't get them. Some of these are like joke grenades. You gotta tell him and then wait like 8 seconds before you get them. I got my car fixed. I got the muffler on my car fixed, which is great. But now I can hear all this other shit. What's wrong with my car? Get it? Because the car mufflers. I got to get louder speakers. This is not going the way it should be going, is it?
You're fucking Geach, you're fucking killing. Of course it is.
Oh, okay. Last week my brake light kept coming on, so I had to get that disconnected. I have a personalized license plate. Has anybody got one of those?
Woo!
Ooh, yeah, mine says I forgot. That way, if I get in an accident, I can just leave. And then the guy will call the cops and they'll say, well, what was the license number? One time we were driving through a construction zone and there was a sign that said speed limit 35 ahead. And there was 4 of us. So we were basically through there in no time. It's a good thing I wasn't on a bus. I came into town on the bus. I like riding the bus. It's strange though, ever since I was a little kid, my mom used to say, there's always one weirdo on every bus. I couldn't find him. I know what you're thinking. I'm psychic. I just found out today that I won the 2025 Psychic of the Year award. I'm getting a lot of exercise lately, mostly just going back to my car to get my mask. Getting about 6 miles a week doing that. You like my shirt? I was going to wear my camouflage shirt, but I couldn't find it. I saw a guy wearing a camouflage hat. You got to wonder where his head is at. I like camouflage jokes. You know why?
Why?
You don't see him coming. I'm dating a Russian girl. Lots of red flags.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
Oh man, hang on. Oh, I was driving through a construction zone and there was a big sign that said dip. And then 50 feet later on the same road, there was a big sign that said bump. And I'm wondering, why don't they just take the bumps and put them in the dips? My old school R&B station has been sending me mixed signals. I don't know if I'm supposed to get down on it or get up off of that thing. So I'm divorced now. I was married 25 years and I didn't even look at another woman. I was that discouraged.
Great.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Folks, the legend,
Oh, hey, Dan.
the legend, my friend Geechee Guy.
Geechee Guy.
I am making
Jen,
the
Karen,
best
how you
one-line
doing?
writer in the business. You want to learn how to write jokes? Listen to that man right there.
Yep.
Geechee Guy.
Geechee Guy.
All right. For those of you that are here, I know, including my buddy Mark Price, who's been watching the show for the past hour, we're just a little bit behind tonight. We've been running a little bit behind tonight. There's 2 more acts to go. And I'm sorry? Oh, yeah, there is a pre-show green room for the green mic if you guys want to go in there and do green. But if not, you're welcome to stay here and just hang out. Either way, or you can hit the breakout rooms below and you'll find the green mic pre-show room in there if you want to go in there and hang out. Gabe, let's hand it over to you. There's 2 more to go.
Is Carol up next?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get right to it. We have a very funny young lady with us, and she's been a great part of our audience tonight as well, and very supportive and super, super funny. Please welcome Carol Newell.
Woo!
Yay!
Woo! Yay! It's me, Carol Newell. I'm the world's best laugh. That's me, Carol Newell. So you guys, I got the COVID for Christmas. That's not what I wanted from Santa Claus, but that's what I got. Right on Christmas Eve, you guys, right on Christmas Eve. And then I had to spend the next 10 at home with my sister, which was a lot less like home for the holidays and a lot more like whatever happened to baby Jane. Yeah. So yeah, I got the trifecta in 2020, you guys. I don't know if you guys got the trifecta. I did. I got the COVID. I lost my job of 19 years and my husband of 22 years, you guys, which all sound terrible, but they all turned out great because, well, I got the COVID, but now I have the antibodies and I can't get any diseases, you guys. To everything, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I lost my job, but I found another job with less hours and less stress and more hours for comedy. So that's good. And then, of course, my husband and I were already separated for almost 2 years before that. So now I just don't have to get divorced, you guys. I don't have to get divorced. I got the house. I got the car. I got everything, you guys. I win. Yeah, and he's the loser who gets to live in an urn out in his van on the driveway. He did, though, you guys, good news, he did finally quit drinking. For good. Yeah, we weren't in love, you guys. We were not in love. This is the thing, you guys. He was in love with someone else. She was Russian. Her name was Smirnov. I have not been staying home during this whole quarantine pandemic, you guys. I've been working. I'm an essential worker. So I've been going to work every day, and then almost every night and every weekend, I'm doing comedy out in the wild, you guys, in parks and parking lots everywhere. Yeah, it's been an adventure of a lifetime, I must tell you. 2 weeks after my husband passed, you guys, I picked him up from the crematorium. And then, you guys, we did something together that we had never done when he was alive, you guys. I took him around in my car to all my comedy shows. And he thought it was hilarious, you guys. Mm-hmm. Dating during the last couple of years has been very interesting. I was on a very long hiatus before that, due to marriage. And the last time it was a long time ago. It was pagers and payphones, you guys, the last time I dated. Mm. And now, you guys, it's all apps and all pictures and texting and chatting. And you guys, it's a plethora of penises. It is a cornucopia of cock. It is a deluge of dong. It is a wealth of wang. It is a smorgasbord of schlong. It is a surplus of sausages. It is a phalanx of phalluses, you guys. A menagerie of meat. It is a lot of dick pics, is what I'm saying, you guys. A lot of dick pics. The first app I went on was Our Time for singles over 50. And those pictures were terrible, I must say. Yeah, they were not solicited and not impressive at all. But yeah, things have improved quite a bit since I moved over to BLK, which is the all black dating app. So that's been much improved. The rumors are true. Yes, the rumors are true. I did try Plenty of Fish. Emphasis on plenty, but none of those fish are of a type you would ever want to eat. No, terrible. Just I don't know why people would post those pictures. Like, just UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you're ugly. Terrible. I did try to date the girls too. I'm an equal opportunity dater. I did try to date this girl. We went to Starbucks for a date before the pandemic, of course. And then we talked. Well, she talked for 3 hours. She wouldn't shut up. And then we planned a second date. We were going to go to a hotel and stay the night and see a show. And then over the next week or so, we're sending, texts and pictures. She sent me a picture of her hoo-ha, you guys.
Wow.
Nice.
I sent her a picture of mine because that's what the kids do now. Hers was bald, though. It had ornaments and piercings. It looked like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. Yeah, not cute. Very decorative, but not cute. And then, of course, his original packaging. So, yeah. So, like 2 days before the date, she calls and she's like, "I can't go on the date." And I was like, "Why? What happened?" And she's like, "Well, I have a phobia of pubic hair." Okay. I'll shave. I'll wax. Whatever it is you guys are doing now, I'll do that. And she's like, "Nope, seen it. I can't go back now." I was like, "Okay." So you guys, we broke up because we had incompatible hoo-has. Well, yeah. So back to the drawing board, you guys. I don't know. Yeah, I did get my DNA test done recently, you guys. Like I said, I'm on the BLK with the all black dating app, and let me tell you, those guys are so much hotter. So yeah, I've gone to the black, and I'm not going back. So I got my DNA test done, and neither me nor Elizabeth Warren have any American Indian in us, you guys. But I did find out that I'm just basically all white, all the white, any white country, that's me. English, Irish, Scottish, German, Dutch, where all my ancestors did bad things to black people, which makes me feel terrible. Like I have all the white wrapped up in just one little ball of guilt, you guys. My guilt. But I feel like I'm trying to make reparations, just one black man at a time, you guys. That's what I'm doing. I do listen to the gangster rap, you guys. I don't know I know this is not the face of gangster rap, but I totally listen to the gangster rap, and I have to say the gangster rap, the Facebook, the Instagram, because I'm over 50 and AARP said so. I got your 1 minute. So, I listened to the gangster rap like, woke up quick at about noon, just thought that I had to be in Compton soon. I had to get drunk before the day begins, before my mother starts bitching about my friends. So I've been listening to the gangster rap since forever. And one day I was at work listening to the gangster rap, and my coworker happened to come by and hear me, and he goes, Carol, how can you be so black and so white at the same time? And I said, I'm an enigma. He goes, you can't say that at work. That's racist.
Yeah.
And I said enigma, not enigma. Hi, you guys. I'm Big Carol Newell. I'm the world's best laugh. Thank you for having me, Richard. It's been a lot of fun.
Carol Newell.
Hey.
Carol Newell. Very
Woo!
funny.
Thank you.
How about that?
Thank you.
Give it up one more time for Carol Newell.
Yay.
Rich, take us home.
All right. Taking us home right now, closing out the show, is a guy who actually I've had the pleasure of performing with in the past, and he just hosted me on his show this past weekend here in LA, where there were about 100 people socially distanced and masked and temperature checked outside, and it was wonderful. He's a very funny gentleman. He's going to right now. Give it up for my friend Chip Nicholson.
Yay, Chip Nicholson.
What's up? I am here on behalf of the Black community in reference to Carol Newell's claims. We, the Black community, want to say that Carol Newell, she cool.
Aw, thank you.
Vibe to the cooking. Vibe to the cooking.
Yay!
You're gonna have to find the address out for yourself, but you invite. Man, Carol's right. It's crazy being a comedian in the apocalypse, right? Because all the clubs are shut down. You know it's not shut down? White people's backyards, and we're taking it.
Hell yeah!
It's just weird for me, like going into these neighborhoods, because if I'm being honest, it feels like the beginning of Get Out every time. Like every time. Like it's scary. Confusing. It goes against everything my mama taught me. You know, don't wander into random white people's backyards. And now there's a sign that says, come on in. And it feels like a trap. They're playing trap music. It feels like a setup. It's not fair. I was in one of these backyards. And I'll never do this again. I set down my backpack next to this drunk lady, and she just screams out at me. She goes, "What are you doing?" She must have thought she was in the airport. "What are you doing? Are you some type of terrorist?" And I was like, "Whoa, I'm black. I'm like a brown. What are you talking about?" I swear to God. She goes, "What? Well, you could be one of those BLM terrorists." I was like, BLM terrorists? What? That's Black Lives Matter. Why would I blow up a place I'm at? That doesn't make any sense. Like, goes against the whole movement. Like, BLM terrorists? Like, that doesn't even sound scary. Sounds BLMT? That sounds like the most delicious sandwich I've never heard of in my life. Oh, barbecue bacon. Lord have mercy. These masks have changed everything, man. Like I've changed. I've realized these masks, like even like greetings have changed. Like back the fuck up is the new good morning. It's like, yo, back the fuck up. These masks, man. They've changed. Like I was on my way to the grocery store. I was wearing this blue mask, and I was, for the first time in my life, I was squinting hard, and I realized the sun was gleaming off, reflecting off my blue mask. And now I used to play football back in the day. We had to wear that black tape under our eyes. And in this moment, I looked at my 2 black fingers. I was like, man, I wonder if I put these right. And it worked. I could see, y'all. It worked. Straight up. And then I had the dumbest thought. I was like, oh, that's why white people be falling off of mountains and shit. Because they can't see. Just out in the world reflecting themselves to death. Oh, it's so sad. Like this whole time as a kid, I thought white people were out in the wild, happy, smiling because they're white. No, you're squinting because it's bright. It's so sad. Why you guys wear glasses around each other? It's too bright when you're in groups. It's like snow and clothes. It's crazy. You know, my friend sent me a chain letter the other day. By the way, I hate chain letters. I've always hated chain letters. Even when I was a kid, like in high school and stuff, like with my friends, AOL, Instant Messenger, all that stuff, when they sent me a chain letter, my friends, I was like, dude, what team are you on? It feels like you're giving me extra homework. Like, you freaking treasonous. Like, I hate chain letters, man. So my white friend, straight up, my white friend sent me a BLM chain letter. Look, I know. No, a lot of people don't know what to do right now, but please don't send your black friend a BLM chain letter. Like, you know how that made me feel? You know how it sounded to me? Like, it sounded like she was like, hey, you missed the spot. Like, shut the fuck up. This is your mess. Dude, I swear to God, like, I'm tired of these glamour woke people just woke for the photo but can't do nothing. They don't know what the hell they talk about. They're always saying dumbass shit. They're like, I'm woke. I have insomnia. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Put down the Oh shit, the cat liked that one. I don't believe in black ghosts. Anybody else? Serious, like I've never seen or heard of a haunting. And then I realized, you know why you can't see a black ghost? Because black ghosts ain't got nothing to haunt. Right? Think about it. Every decade they come back is better than when they left. They're like, Medi-Cal. Whoa, mama. I said that joke one time in Tennessee. You know why you can't see a black ghost? White lady stands up. Because they're too dark, you can't see them. I'm like, damn it, no. You racist bitch. Like, what the fuck do you think? We die and become shadows and shit? You can see a black ghost. We ash. No, I'm just kidding. They think we haunting bottles of cocoa butter. We're ashy. You can see no. Guys, I think that's my time. Thank you very much.
Woo! Give it up for Chip Nicholson, please. Let him hear it. All right. Gabe, what do you think about that for a
I think
Splitsville?
that is a great way to close out the show. About as good as you can hope for.
Time for some 420?
Yeah.
I think so. It is the 420 Fest.